Hello and welcome to The Tech Boy, This Week in Tech podcast. Hello everybody and welcome to the This Week in the Tech Boy podcast. We have plenty to talk about today, including an idea for a Roblox movie, some tech news from Not the Bee, and I guess just general tech news from our tech website, TheTechBoy.org. And remember that if you want to, we have 149 subscribers. So come on, let's see who's going to be subscriber 150 on the YouTube channel. And remember, if you want to support the Tech Boy YouTube channel, tech news, everything, all of that, you can share our content. You can ask for a sponsored article, just like we did, or like a sponsored interview. And you can also donate to our Buy Me a Coffee. So let's get into it. So today on the Tech Boy, we had 2 posts this week. That's what we try to do, at least 2 posts a week. And we also had 2 new video clips from our podcast. So here we go. Here is the TechBoy.org. Right, so we had an Amazon Echo tip. We released our scan marker review, which is now going on sale. And we got our, mini voice recorder. And I'm going to show it off later in the stream. I have to go get it. So let's dive into the Amazon Alexa Echo tip. Amazon's Alexa Echo. Did you know that if you say, Alexa, open Silk, you will have a built-in browser coming in. It used to support Firefox, but now it doesn't. For some reason, Mozilla just removed access from it. But you can access Silk from here, and you can access streams from YouTube. And hello to viewer number 1. You can access streams from YouTube, Adventure and Odyssey episodes, anything in particular like that. So there's that. However, we don't know how much RAM is in here or storage. We know there's no storage right here, but there has to be at least a small amount of RAM in here. But no one is barely any, so the browser is very slow. However, more updated Echoes may be faster. So, I mean, you may want to give this a try. This is a version from 2019. All right. Our other article is that the scan marker, we're talking about the scan marker reader, which we went into pretty in-depth in last week's podcast episode. If you want to hear what we thought about that, you can read that article, read that podcast. And we are still selling our Galaxy Book Tab 10.6. It somehow someone offered, but then the listing went off. So I'm going to link this into the comments and description if you want to pay for it. And we're also selling our TCL 40 XL at a reduced price, $170 plus shipping on eBay to support the channel. That is lower than the price that's being sold on Amazon, by the way. So that's our tech we're selling. We're selling a Galaxy Book Tab 10.6. It's running Windows 10 and a TCL 40 XL running Android. Okay. Tech news this week has been, pretty there hasn't been that much tech news. Mr. Mobile released his Galaxy Watch 10s. Galaxy Watch 6 device this week. And I forgot. The big thing in tech news that happened was Linus Media Group is embroiled in a large-scale controversy after allegations came out that he and his team are spoofing their reviews-ish. So there's fake data in the reviews. And they did some messed up thing with some company. They allegedly auctioned it off when the company allegedly told them to keep it or give it back. And it was their best prototype. And then what's her name, Madison, said that things happened to her. So I guess we can get into that uh, later if you would like to. Just tell me in the chat. But first, let's talk about the Galaxy Watch uh, 6 Ultra. No, sorry. Galaxy Watch 6 Classic from Mr. Mobile. He did a review of it, and he liked it a lot. Galaxy 6 Watch Pro, sorry, Classic. Ugh. Galaxy Watch 6 Classic.
These days, you may wonder why Mint is deflating the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month. Well,
there we go.
When you start seeing numbers like 6 and product names, you know you're firmly feet dry on iterative improvement island.
So before we start this video, what do you guys think about the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic? It brings back the rotating bezel. It's running Android instead of Tizen. You can pull up your own browsers. You have your camera mode on there where you can see the camera from your phone. You can even zoom in and out. So plenty of interesting features and specifications. Pretty big battery.
But the Galaxy Watch 6 that spent the past few weeks on my wrist does a good job of living up to the other word in its name, classic. It's a Wear OS watch with more style, power, and fun than I've seen from Samsung in years. And the only reason I won't be wearing it is because I think too many other people will.
Nice. So obviously Mr. Mobile likes this. Essentially brought back the bezel, the spinning bezel, which is fun. It even works when the device is off and everything. He calls this the quote tyranny of the touch screen. Do you think they'll bring back the micro SD card slot to the S24 series? According to GSM Arena, this interesting report coming from the out of GSM Arena, the Galaxy S24 and S24 Plus series is going to be more flat. So the backs and side rails going to be more flat, which is going to be good. I know the S23 series is flat, but I guess it's going to be even flatter because here, as you can see here on the S22 Plus, the edges are curved, not the like front edges. That'd be fine. I kind of like curved edges, but the sides of the phone are curved. Into this GSM Marina, I'm probably not gonna watch this whole video anyway. The sides will be flat, according to GSM Arena. They'll adopt the flat design. And here's some mock-up windows here. I like this. Audio only listeners, it's just basically flat lines, kind of iPhone 12-esque. And I know people are gonna say, oh, it's cut into my hands and everything. But when I use this S22 Plus, I mean, I guess, but holding video, like recording video, is easier with flat sides. That's why the Sony Xperia has flat sides. And of course, the cameras and internals are probably going to be upgraded too. And I also want to upgrade my S22 Plus because it gets hot. I know I use it outside a lot, but man, it gets hot. I mean, sometimes it even burns your hand. And I know the 8th Gen Plus 2 is better. This next chip, I'm not sure. They say it might be manufactured by Samsung, so S23 may be the way to go. We can see what the review saying when they come out. Maybe I'll get my hands on one somehow. If we save up enough money to get one, or S23 probably at launch time, because then the prices will fall off eBay. Another thing about the cell phones, interesting cell phone that I saw on GSM Arena was a techno phone, the brand out of Africa. And this is supposedly the mid-range or budget offering. It looked really interesting to me. It has one of the most polarizing designs. Oh, and we've been hearing a lot about the Nubia Red Magic 8S Pro from the what's his name? Aaron from Miss Two's The Boss. They're a sponsor now, so they even have a review about that. So I guess we can get into what that phone is as well. But here's the polarizing phone from Techno. I have no idea why GSM Marino is loading like this. But I mean, look at this design here. I mean, that is a, let me count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's basically a hexagon. No, a pentagon, sorry. That is a pentagon right there. Oh, that's interesting. If you zoom in here, you can see that this is a LED ring light. So this might be focused on vloggers, and I like the supposed size. Let's see what the dimensions are. Why is it in like desktop mode? I mean, mobile mode. Let me scroll up. I'm gonna take that email. There we go. Uh-oh. There we go. That's better. That's better. The Techno Camera 20 Premier Review. The model that they reviewed is 512 gigabytes of storage and 8 gigabytes of RAM. And this is what the phone looks like. And here are specifications in millimeters. But since this is the United States, we will. Okay. So I'm going to assume the width millimeter. That's probably height with thickness. Okay. So I want to see how wide it is because I like phones. It's almost 3 inches wide, so just a little bit wider would probably be nice. It's running high OS 13. It must be their software skin. Still on Android 13. 5G connectivity. Under display optical fingerprint scanner, which is unfortunate, but it does have FM radio and has 45-watt charging, 5,000 milliamp battery. So it still looks like it's on par with my S22 Plus. Its video camera recording capabilities are not as good. There's no zoom camera, so those are the cost-cutting mechanisms. It's running a 6mm MediaTek Dimensity 8050. So that sounds okay. 128 Hz AMOLED, 395 pixels per inch. So it sounds like the screen's pretty good. And it has Wi-Fi 5 a bit behind there, but it comes with cameras, chargers, and earphones in the box. So this is a pretty interesting development from Techno. But Samsung is rolling out Android 14 to its customers across the beta. I haven't gotten my phone on it yet. I really hope it improves battery life and heat management, but many people have, so I'm going to react to that. And if you have One UI 6 on your phone, please tell me. Put it in the comments below. Because this is a live show and I like interacting with my audience. So if you're watching this live right now, say hello. Let's see. Here we have a video from XDA. I haven't. Oh, no. Let's do how to mint. One UI 6 explained. It's a 15-minute video.
Just 29% of tech workers are women, and just 8% are Hispanic.
Nobody cares.
Taxes and fees.
Yada yada.
That's right.
What? Okay, we go.
Did you know that if you have a Samsung, you can have different lock screens depending on your time and location? And with One UI,
Did you see those notifications back there? Did you like the increased bubble size of notifications? Or would you rather have different sized notifications?
by 6, you can now modify the lock screen's wallpaper, clock style, shortcuts, etc., depending on the mode you have enabled within the Modes and Routines app.
One thing I hope that they change, please bring a, not desktop mode, multiple profile mode to the phone. That would be so nice. Or a guest mode, or even like a fake pin mode for security conscious customers. That would just be so nice.
So I could set a unique lock screen for when I'm working, another for when I'm driving, one for when I get home, and another for when the sun goes down. It's pretty awesome. And sure, One UI 5.1 already lets you have different lock screens for different modes, but you're only allowed to change the wallpaper, nothing else.
Hmm.
One UI 6 gives you a lot more freedom. On top of that, with One UI,
Interesting how we converted. They looked like an S23 Plus and then the S23 Ultra side by side. Usually they used the Ultra to show off the new features, and then the Plus or regular to show off the old features.
UI 6, Samsung decided to use a different font altogether. It's a bit lighter and more expanded, and it
Do you like that font? Let's see. This is One UI 5 and this is One UI 6.
honestly looks a lot more modern and stylish. I really like it. An even bigger change, though, that most of you have probably heard about is that the notification and quick settings panel have been completely
Now this is kind of polarizing. I mean, yes, there's no one-handed use, but the toggles are bigger to hit. And since this looks expanded, and they've moved some of the things here like eye comfort style, dark mode, somewhat few out of here. The notification takes up the entire screen, but it utilizes all of it. Like here, you can see the clock takes up like half the screen here. Well, they give more space here, which means I can put more icons in the box. 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9. Oh, it's the same amount of icons, but it's just shifted up. But they add different ones because you have dedicated Wi-Fi and Bluetooth toggles. And then you have a brightness slider where the thumb can probably more easily reach it. And then smart view and device control, probably what most people don't use so towards the bottom.
redesigned. I really like how they look. All the notifications are now spaced out for easier recognition. The media player now has the album cover expanded to the entire background, and the seek bar has a neat animation. It's really cool. Samsung also added that brightness bar on that notification page so that you no longer need to expand to the quick settings to access it. However, when you do expand the quick settings, you get an even bigger change, at least looks wise. Everything is now separated into its own cards, and some tiles even get special treatment with their own dedicated space, like the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Smart View, and device controls. I also like that they added the eye comfort shield and dark mode right below the brightness bar, because those are usually what I toggle when I adjust the brightness. But with all these incredible new looks, I can't help but notice that there are some downgrades. For example, with this redesign taking up the entire screen, it does make it a lot harder to use with one hand, especially if you're trying to reach the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth tile
There's always one-handed mode for that, I guess.
at the top. On top of that, you can't seem to change those bigger tiles to any other settings, but I do like that when you
That's unfortunate.
tap them, they expand for even more configuration. But as for the rest of the tiles below, you can still toggle them on or off with a single tap, and with some, you can expand them as well, but many other tiles that used to be expandable just aren't anymore. So if you'd like to configure them even further, you will need to long press them, kicking you into the settings. So that's kind of annoying. Hopefully they fix that before the final stable release. They also added a new gesture to let you get to the quick settings panel much faster by simply swiping down the top right corner, similar to how iOS
It's like swiping down on the type right camera right now, like brings your applications into a. It's kind of hard to explain, but it lets you open your application in multiple windows. We'll see how that goes.
does it. To enable this, you just have to tap on the pencil icon within the quick settings and then choose quick settings instant access.
Oh,
And
okay,
within this
okay. So you just swipe down with the windowed mode. You swipe kind of like diagonal.
page, it's also nice that you can now configure the tiles within the compact quick panel. By the way, if you like that I jumped straight into the action with no silly intro, drop a thumbs up and I'll be sure to continue this in future videos. When jumping to the home screen, there aren't any massive changes, just a few minor ones, but they are appreciated. The app icons text are now limited to just a single line instead of two, and some of the Samsung apps no longer have the text Galaxy or Samsung in their name. It cleans up the app drawer nicely. Whenever you touch and hold an app within the search results, you'll also get access to their shortcuts, which is
That's nice. That's nice.
really useful. Plus, there are some new widgets. The first is a new weather widget that updates you on important weather alerts like incoming thunderstorms, snow, rain, sunset and sunrise times, etc. And when you tap on it, you'll be greeted with a new looking weather app. A ton of tiny things have been moved around here, certain text has been changed, and it looks a lot less cluttered. There's even a new map that shows up whenever you try to add a new city. In it, you can swipe around, and wherever you
I didn't even use Draft Map, so
tap, you also get a quick glimpse of the weather in that area. Really useful. Suddenly, Samsung's weather app is starting to become my favorite.
nice.
Another fantastic new widget is one for the camera. This lets you choose a specific shooting mode to instantly jump to it whenever you tap it. And you can choose to use any picture that you like for the background or use the most recent picture you took. I'm not sure how much time this will save you, but it could come in handy if you're a photographer. The Smart Suggestions widget also got a redesign.
Oh, speaking of, I switched to Google Messages now. So, well, ish. I just switched for like the hey. I'm still on it, so.
Making it much simpler and showing off an extra row of apps. Plus, just like any other Samsung widget, you can finally customize it by changing the background color and even have it exclude any apps of your choosing. And with all these new widgets, you can combine them with our new Samsung-inspired walls to get a clean and modern look. We even made several walls for foldable devices. Plus, we also made a ton of amazing widgets that are really custom features. As I said at the beginning, you can have more unique lock screens depending on the mode you have enabled. But
do you think that's actually useful for you? Would you actually use a feature like that? Tell me in the comments below. Oh, I'm sorry.
on top of that, you're now given more freedom to move the clock around to whatever position you'd like at the top. Before, it was pretty much stationary. And you also get a few more clock styles and fonts to spice things up. So that's really nice. Plus, when you do turn the screen on or off, you can also see a new animation similar to the Pixels. It's really beautiful. As for the
That's nice. Just don't play with it too much. I'm just sharing this.
sharing menu, whenever you share pictures or videos, you now get a larger preview, one more chance to see what you're sending. If you have an app open in pop-up view, it will now also appear within the recent screen, which is
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
really handy if you have multiple open. A pretty minor change, but still useful. Here's something significant though. The emojis within the Samsung keyboard have all been updated with a new look. They're now a lot brighter, smoothened, and honestly a bit cuter. They're not my favorite emoji style though, and I know a lot of people don't like them as well, but I also don't hate them. I for sure still prefer Google's emojis over Samsung's though. Within the system settings, there are also some new bells and whistles. First, it looks slightly different now with the profile icon extending past the first menu.
Okay. So you no longer see the email. So.
And your email address being removed below the name. The icons are also a bit darker, the sliders are thicker, and the switches are slightly different. Even within several menus, things have been moved around. And again, everything feels a lot cleaner and simpler. I also like that the battery menu is now at the very front of the settings, which is a great move. I hated jumping into separate menus just to get more information about the battery. And besides the UI change, you also get a few new features. Like the airplane mode is a bit smarter now. If you turn on Wi-Fi or Bluetooth while airplane mode is enabled, your phone will remember that preference. So the next time you turn on airplane mode, the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth will remain on.
Oh, okay. That's smart.
It's everything you wish for. Your site traffic is skyrocketing until this happens.
There's also a new auto blocker mode within the security and privacy menu that gives you an extra level of protection.
Oh, let's see. Block apps on stores. Turn on app security checks. Block commands. Ooh, can block commands by USB cable. This means you'll be able to block OMG cable commands. And in the chat, tell me, what do you want me to buy? Flipper Zero or an OMG cable? Let's see. Flipper G cable. Okay.
It basically blocks unknown apps from being installed, checks for malware, and even blocks USB cables from trying to hack into your phone. Perfect for the airport, but I still wouldn't trust plugging your phone into any random port. And
I should test that new feature out on an OMG cable. Let's see what you guys vote for, OMG cable or Flipper Zero. And hello to 3 people live here. Welcome. Please come on in. Please chat. Oh, wow, 5. Dang. Man, we're gonna break records today. Hello, everybody, and I would like to take this time to thank you for entering the stream. Welcome to the This Week in the TechBoy podcast. Hello, Simeon and Karnal, and Joe Esso says something in Russian. I have no idea what that means, but welcome, and I can check to see what that means. But anyway, welcome. Hello, all, and I'm just going to share that. And if you want to buy me a coffee, there it is, buymeacoffee.com/thetechboy.org. I'll put it in the chat. Oh, no, don't go. We're going to start the video.
Finally, within the accessibility menu, you get a few new things. You can now customize the thickness of the cursor whenever you're typing in a text field. The magnification window lets you choose its size, whether you want it to be partial.
Simeon MC, hello. Welcome to the chat.
Or full screen, and some other changes were thrown in there. Anyways, onto Samsung's camera app. This is where we start to see many interesting but still minor new changes. For instance, some of the icons within the viewfinder have gotten a complete makeover.
Interesting. Oh, that's nice. That looks more professional. Don't you like the 12 megapixel mode? It tells you apart from the 3.4 view here. And 3.4, it doesn't have those lines around it. So it's just becoming more modern.
And in that same row of icons, you now have a new one to let you quickly change the resolution. It only appears when you're in the photo or pro mode, though. When you actually use the filters,
That's smart.
even the face effects, you'll see a dial instead of a slider, making it easier to make more precise adjustments with one hand. If you're a big user of watermarks, you can now choose where they appear at the top or bottom of the photos.
All right, poll time, guys. Do you guys use watermarks? Let me put it in the chat.
You probably didn't know this existed, but on Samsung phones, there's a feature called Auto
Hey,
FPS
I know it existed. Come on.
that helps you record brighter videos at night by optimizing the frame rate. With One UI 6, though, you can now be more specific and only letting the camera use 30 FPS or still use both 30 and 60 FPS for a brighter recording. Honestly, I would leave it as is, though. Okay, I know those were some pretty boring camera changes, but here are some more exciting ones. Whenever you shoot any photos, Samsung optimizes them to provide better quality shots.
So we'll have to see. Hello, Ken Okek. Have you ever seen this channel before? If you're new here, welcome. If not, thanks for coming. If you want, we can get into the LMG controversy, because I'm pretty sure that's what some of you are here from, talking about. But right now we're talking about the Samsung One UI features.
The only string attached is that it does take a few moments to get this higher quality. It may not seem like a big deal, but when you're shooting fast-paced events, this could get annoying. With One UI 6, though, you can now customize Samsung's camera optimizations. Within the camera settings, underneath a new menu called Advanced Intelligence Options, you can change the quality optimizations with 3 options. The lower you go, the lower the camera quality will be, but the faster the shots.
So it seems like they're bringing in new features, or new-ish, from Good Luck to the phone. So it looks like they're using Good Luck. It looks like they're using Good Luck as a testing bed, and then they're bringing it in here.
And be snapped. Just something to consider next time you're out shooting something like a soccer game or trying to capture your dog. The other alternative is to swipe down on the shutter button for burst mode. Another great feature is that when you're scanning documents, One UI 6 now has a new auto scan feature to let the phone automatically snap and crop a document for you without you needing to press anything.
Nice.
And you can make finer adjustments within the edit screen. Extremely convenient if you're scanning multiple pages. Plus, you no longer need the scene optimizer feature enabled.
Hello, everybody. Shifty Eye Shady, welcome to the chat. And Simeon asks, is the phone rootable? I'm pretty sure there's a root for certain versions of the S23. Let's see. The S23. Probably depends on your region and carrier. Let's see. You need to have a bootloader unlocked S23 Plus to root. Of course, it's not an endorsement of rooting because we're not liable or responsible for any of your devices. But Shifty ICD says hello. Here's a rootable guide to the phone from XDA developers. And they post it up there for you. So you can follow that link after the stream to find more out about rooting the S23.
Able to scan documents because both settings have been separated in One UI 6. But by far my favorite new feature that Samsung has added is that when you enable the grid lines within the camera settings, you now get a level line in the middle of the screen to no longer have your pictures come out looking crooked. And the best part is that it works on every camera mode except panorama with the rear lenses. It's something that the Pixels have been doing for years, but I'm still glad that it's finally come to Samsung phones.
Oh, nice, a level. Okay. Uh-oh.
Recently, and for no reason at all, I asked Mint Mobile's legal team if big wireless companies are allowed to read.
Jumping into Samsung's Gallery app, here you'll also find some new hidden talents. Like when you clip something from an image, you'll now be able to easily save it as a sticker
Nice.
to use later when you're editing pictures or videos.
Finally. Those stickers will be now added to the Samsung Galaxy application. And Shifty Shady says, thanks for the guide. And you're welcome. I'm reacting to this guy's called How to Min. Oh, and Shifty Shady, did you find out if you got about your new phone, if you were going to get one yet? And Shamian says that he'll do his research because he wants to use a custom ROM. Which custom ROM would you like to use? Because rooting and ROMing is two different things.
When viewing a story you created, you can easily add or remove content by just swiping up on it into the thumbnail view.
Oh, nice. I rarely create stories, so we'll see.
When you're trying to move pictures or videos between albums, you can now touch and hold any media and then use your other hand to navigate to the album where you want to drop them. Pretty useful. And finally, while viewing a picture or video, you can swipe up to go into detail view, and on this screen, you'll now get quick access to extra editing effects to apply them immediately.
Nice.
When you jump into the photo editor to make even more changes, here you'll find many new options as well. First, they changed the entire layout.
It looks more pixel-esque with these big, like they're easy to hit here. These look like you need an S Pen to hit, kind of.
All the buttons and background elements.
And the horizontal thingies, they look more modern. They look more like a flat screen TV. And Cynthia Shady says, I did not get a new phone yet. My iPhone XR is old. I'll probably get one in a few months. Did you look into the Pixel 7a or the S23? And EOS, yeah, I contacted them. I may get a phone from them soon. I've been in contact with them for over a year now, so hopefully I can get one. Have you ever thought about buying an EOS phone itself, or do you just want the better processing power of the S23 series? Oh, and Shifty Eye Shading. We did a cybersecurity interview with you, and I was just asking just before you came in, do you think I should buy, because we have money to invest in the technology, do you think I should buy an OMG cable? Because they're talking about how Samsung's phones won't accept inputs from USB cables anymore. It's one of the features in the software. Or do you think I should get a Flipper Zero and put it in, drop it into the chat? And Shifty Shady says, yes, both the Pixel 7 and the S23. What did you think about said phones?
Oh, that's fun. But something really useful is that when you add text, stickers, or even start drawing on a picture and then save those changes, you can still modify them later on in the future. So if you decide that you like to remove a sticker a few months down the line, you can easily do that without removing any of the other edits.
Nice, that's good. Because right now, if you add a sticker or anything, I guess you could try to magic erase it, but it's not going to work well.
Before, on One UI 5, you can only revert back to the original version, which would remove all the edits you made.
That's unfortunate.
On top of that, when you create custom stickers, you can now draw on top of them to make them more personal.
Nice.
Oh, and when you're making any edits, you finally have the undo and redo buttons at the top to fix any mistakes.
Nice.
Pretty great. Now let's talk about all the Samsung apps that have been updated with One UI 6. Starting with the calendar, there is now a new schedule page, making it a lot easier to see all your
Do you guys use the calendar applications? I really haven't found a good use for my calendar yet. I'm not that overscheduled yet.
upcoming events, tasks, and reminders, all in chronological order. On top of that, you're finally able to view and add reminders within the calendar app without opening the reminder app. I mean, seriously, it makes so much more sense this way. And speaking of the reminder app, here are also a few new features. You'll first notice that the UI has been modified a bit, like you can now see how many reminders you have at the top, along with each category. Photo and website previews are also much smaller now. Plus, there are 2 new pages for reminders that are oriented around your location and those that have no alerts, basically categorizing everything a lot better. And when you do create a reminder, you finally get to choose the entire day instead of a specific time.
Okay, that's nice.
And one last thing, when you share content to the reminder app, whether it's a link or a picture, you'll get a full editing page to modify the reminder before it gets created. Really useful. For Samsung's internet browser, you can finally have a video keep playing in the background whenever you switch to a new tab or leave the app entirely. As a matter of fact, this feature is also released on the Play Store version, so you can try it out right now.
Nice.
You just tap on the hamburger menu, go into the settings, scroll down to useful features, and turn on background play. And when you're using a Samsung internet on a large screen device like a tablet, foldable phone,
It's funny he's using it on a Pixel tablet.
or even Samsung DeX, the tab list will be shown in multiple columns so that you can instantly see more tabs on the screen. Really useful. Within the Modes and Routines app, you have way more actions to work with, like when creating a routine, you can now start integrating Android Auto, mobile data, playing media, and more. Trust me, you're going to want to dig through this app because it can seriously take your Samsung to the next level. The My Files app has also been a target of a Samsung redesign. For the better too, because it has a clear looking interface with a more straightforward design and smaller icons. Plus, they made it so much easier to manage your storage by letting you clear the app cache, deleting duplicate files, and more.
Nice.
Anyways,
That's merging, well, not merging, but taking features from, oh, okay, Shift yes, pretty much. So what's the second option? Okay, so the options are Flipper Zero or a USB-C cable.
that's pretty much everything the first beta of Samsung's One UI 6 update has to offer. Of course, you also get all the regular native Android 14 features like the new and improved back gesture, Health Connect.
Who uses gestures? I use buttons. Shifty Ice 80 probably uses gestures because he has an iPhone. But I like Samsung's button and gesture mix thingy. It's really interesting. It's like you have 3 gestures across the screen. The only reason I switched from it, and each gesture you swipe up would be back, swipe up would be home, and swipe up would be the recent tab. USB-C OMG cable. That's what Impulse Struct says. Okay, so that's a vote for that. We'll check it out. The USB-C OMG cable. Okay. And do you think the OMG cables would work with an iPhone? Like if I plug in a USB-C OMG cable into USB-C, the Lightning adapter? What if there's a micro USB version? I'll have to buy like a adapter kit. So now I'm going to take this time as you guys are voting to talk about my favorite generation, Generation Z. Sifty Eye Shady says got it, and I guess he'll vote later or soon. So let's talk about Generation Z and TikTok. And now TikTok's causing us to waste our water. Now presenting the intelligence of Generation Z. This is a headline from the Very Real News website. Not the bee who you'll remember that we made a flag for yesterday. Let's just read this headline and all of its glory. Quote, these people are going to save the Great Salt Lake by flooding the entire state. of Utah, and they posted it on TikTok because it is honestly just a breeding ground of something, but it is an intelligence. And they're trying to refill the Great Salt Lake hand by hand with hand bottles, and as someone noted, with flavored water. Okay, it's wonder how many carbon emissions they're wasting with those plastic water bottles, which they say they recycle, but like who cares? Right, here.
There are some people who propose that we should refill the Great Salt Lake. I am definitely not alone in this. I don't think it's enough. I think that after we restore the Great Salt Lake, we should not stop until the prehistoric Lake Bonneville is restored to its former glory.
And by former glory, he means the entire state of Utah. Once again, here we go. He says that the Flipper Zero has more functionality and slightly cheaper. I saw one on offer for $100, so that's why I'm asking. So Flipper Zero gets 1 vote. OMG Cable has another vote. We're going to have a tie-breaking vote here. Okay, here we go.
The lake should be allowed to reemerge and resubmerge the entire state of Utah.
There are people who live in Utah.
So we held a protest.
You held a protest. The only reason I'm reacting to this on this channel is because it's on TikTok. Where we feel. What a waste of paper. Honestly, the poor trees have to die for this. They have to die for this. Yes, confirmed, disabled. Go away. There you go. Second of all, your video editing. Why would you over what the guy is saying? The OMG is cool, but you have to have a phone. Yeah, I know I have a phone. And computer, other devices. What do you mean?
Really Lake Bonneville, a testament of unity.
Yes.
God with me! We will.
This is so pitiful. This super dramatic music of these people marching around with hardwood. Look at this. It looks the same, but it feels different. Typo, the OMG is more for phones and other devices. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's just weird on so many levels. They took water from outside the state. So I guess they drove or flew in 10 gallons of water to fill, so that they can flood the entire state of Utah so that this stupid lake will return to its former glory. No one lives in this lake. It's a salt lake, so I don't even think fish live in it, right? They have got to be crazy. And according to this, they filled the lake with over 100 gallons of water. The basic is cheaper than the Flipper Zero. What if you saw one for $100? Oh, really? I saw the OMG cable for like $189. And they filled it up 100 gallons for 2.2 billionth of a foot to the water thanks to Archive, which honestly just sounds like a crazy scam, a scam of all scams. Like, are you supposed to donate to these people so that you can destroy the state of Utah? So, on to the topic of the OMG cable. The OMG cable, which is probably smarter than these people combined. And now China's just laughing like, I got you to waste your water. OMG so light. Elite is 100. Oh, OMG Basic's only $119. Oh, let's see here. According to this, the OMG cable is a handmade people, USB cable. for $179. Let's see here. And the basic is $119.99. Let's see what the OMG basic does. Oh man. Unfortunately, there's no OMG basic cable with USB-C. Would an adapter work if we got like a USB-A OMG cable with an adapter? Would that work? Shifty eye shading. Wait. Okay. So in the pass-through end, it would be black or white. I guess. What colors did we choose? And then so here's the. We can choose micro, USB-C, or lightning. I'm confused. Why would I plug a lightning? If the active end is USB-A, you plug that into your computer. Let's see. The basic edition allows keystroke injection, mouse injection, playbook slots, 120 keys a second, self-destruct, geofencing, Wi-Fi triggers, no hardware USB key locker. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's see. So the USB-A payload is delivered from the USB-A connector. USB-C goes from the USB-C connector. Okay, let's see. Do you think that is the black version of this cable? Yes, there is. You can get it in black or white. And there's a self-destruct model as well. And then they also sell a malicious cable detector. So that's nice. Oh, they sell an OMG programmer? What does that do? Oh. So it's a device that installs, updates, and recovers from self-destruct. Looks like something I could build myself, honestly. And then here's an OMG adapter. That's just a... Oh, okay. So this allows me to plug in this into USB-C devices. So if I get this allows me to plug it into USB-C devices. What about iPhones? iPhones use Lightning ports. Let's see. Oh wait, there are alternatives. Let's see. Let's see the competitors. The most alternatives to OMG cable are multi-dock, Portico, and anchor cable. Oh wow, thanks. Let's look at the anchor cable. And then we're going to talk about Voblox. Do you guys know what Voblox is? I've never heard of these other brands. Well, they might be cheaper. Let's see. Anchor cable hacking, I guess. Oopsie. Because I really want one of these to like play around with and test out for cybersecurity. Maybe make some videos about it. Oh, here it is. You got it right from Product Hunt. Okay, I'm gonna search over on my One UI video, and you can scroll down here. Because I don't want to have to buy like 3 different OMG cables, like a USB version for computers, a micro USB version, and USB-C version for Android phones, and the Lightning version. Let's see. A multi-dock is a USB-C charging station. Portico is a power extension cable. Anchor cable is these are just charging cables. Unfortunately, all of these alternatives here are charging cables that don't do anything the OMG cable does. Let's see here. Unfortunately, it looks like OMG Cable is the only cable that yeah, it is terrible. It's the only cable company that really does that kind of software unless you go like really up $20,000. And speaking of Samsung reminders, I got a reminder from Samsung that I set to myself to talk about a Roblox video movie. So this is my idea I had last night. We're going to talk about Roblox movie. I just pulled up some. Oops, I accidentally turned my light red. There you go. Oh my gosh. There we go. So, have you ever? You guys talk about Roblox? It a game. Well, actually, it's not a video game. Roblox is not a video game. It's like a collection of online games that you can play. Anyway, so this is my idea for Roblox the movie. It starts off with this kid, but the character, the little kid thingy, like the person who walks around the games, and there's this narrator who's like Roblox world. It's just like your world, but with many different connected worlds. And all the games are connected through doors. And when you go to the doors, it makes that Roblox oof sound effect. And this kid is looking for some type of gym. He wants to explore the world. And a map comes through. He finds the gym, and he goes through the different doors to all the different games. And he'll just go through all the different games of some of the most popular Roblox games. So there's like the game where you make stuff and you sell it for a profit. It's like an amusement park game. And then he'll go on a police chase through Greenville. It's a game where you drive stuff. I can show it off to you over on our sister channel, Maestro Mo YT. So he wakes up, he's going on an adventure. He goes through these different doors in Roblox that connect all the games together. And then he gets into Greenville, which is a game. We just drive and build houses. It's kind of like open world, I think. Is it called open world? There's like trees and grass. Shifty Eye Shady, do you know about video games and stuff? Could you explain what open world would be? Oh, we still have 149 subscribers, so remember to subscribe to our channel. Oops. Playlist channels. Oh, there it is. Maestro Mo YT. Make sure you also subscribe to that channel. Here he is on screen. So he gets into a police chase throughout Greenville. I can show you what that looks like. Here it is. So that's right there. You get your car, you have a dealership, and he goes through, and he'll get a chase. He'll have a chase through the town. Let's see. A police chase through the town.
Opportunity is all around us.
Yes,
but to act on it, you need to get out of your comfort zone.
So he gets into a chase, and he gets into a chase through. The police chase him. He's going over the speed limit. He nearly escapes, goes to a door, but unfortunately for him, he ends up in jailbreak, and there's police helicopters hovering over him, more realistic weapons and everything. He nearly escapes, but I like him. Okay. He narrowly escapes. He gets through Greenville, and he gets through the jailbreak, and he finally follows his map and uses it to get the gem. And of course, the gem is the grand prize that he's looking for at the end, which is, of course, Robux. And at the end, there it is. Hour and 30 minutes. Simple. simple little Roblox story there. Would make millions of dollars as long as they don't get boycotted, they cancel or anything like that for any stupid stuff that they do. And just once again, reiterating, I'm selling this Samsung tablet on eBay. So if you want in good condition Samsung tablet from me to support the channel, I actually dropped the link in right here and put a bid on it and we'll accept on stream. So are any of you guys looking for a tablet? If you're looking for a phone, a budget phone, we also have the TCL 40 XL. So we're selling two things on stream right now. So I'm going to upload our link here. What we are selling. There it is, selling active. Okay. I'll drop the tablet first. Oh no, where'd everyone go? Where'd everyone go? We got to talk about Linus Tech Tips and the ill-fated apology from certain people. Shifty Eye Shady, have you heard what happened to Linus Tech Tips? Okay, here we go. Here's my Samsung tablet, $65. Starting price right here. We'll accept. There it is. That is to buy a Samsung Galaxy tablet 10.6 running Windows 10. But anyway, let's talk about Shifty Eye Shady. Would you like to start off on have you heard what happened to Linus Tech Tips over the week? Oh no, where'd you guys go? Wait for the oh, there we go. There you guys are. You're back. Okay. So Shifty Eye Shady and whoever else is back. We just talked about Linus Tech Tips. Do you guys know anything about that? Any special news or anything like that? Oh no, interview glitched. Okay, and while we're pulling that up, I have a saved story that I would like to report on. I hope I didn't report on it already. Oh, I didn't know NTP had a My Activity button. That's interesting. Favorited articles. Oh, yes. I guess we could talk about the story. It is 2 years old, but it is absolutely hilarious, in part by the writer's lack of knowledge, no offense, about the application. And then, I guess I can talk about the oppression in the keyboard. Okay. I don't know which one I should start off with. All right. Let's start off on famous, which made me famous. I should go down to my roots. Oh, we got to talk about the Guitar Hero game. Oh my goodness. All right, we got 3 tech articles from Not to Be today. But first we got to talk about what. Going back to my roots, we're talking about TikTok. Let's make me famous here. What brought me 150 subscribers, thousands of website hits is obviously hating on TikTok. That is the key to my success. That's what I'm going to say. What is the key to your success? And I'm going to say hating TikTok. Anyway, Google Chrome also has a feature. Oh, well, that's kind of good. But I mean, the extensions shouldn't have been there in the first place since they came from the Chrome Web Store. But good on Google for retroactively removing the extensions. But we got to talk about this. This is from 2021, but who knows? The strike could still be going on. Quote, Black TikTokers are going on strike because they say people are appropriating their dances on the app. And let's just take a minute to thank Jessica Swinski from Canada. We're going to get to the actual strike first. Second. But first, we got to talk about how she thinks that the people are stealing the dances because she thought that the dances were downloaded from the app, like the TikTok dances came from the app. But But in reality, the people who actually create the dance, and I guess these people want them to cite the dances for themselves. Shifty Eye Shady is laughing. You shouldn't be laughing about this. This is really, really important. Key to the survival of the nation. And they're now going on strike because I guess people aren't taking the dance moves. But I thought dance moves were like public domain or something like that. Like, how are you supposed to copyright or patent that or that or that? Like, TikTok dances isn't even. I mean, this is 2021, but TikTok dancing hasn't even like been. Oh no, I forgot. We got to talk about the new TikTok trend of talking toilets. We've gone back to preschool apparently, but um, they're taking away. This is getting reported into Washington Post for some reason. It's probably that TikTok correspondent they have there. Um, they are the brains, beauty, and brawn behind some of the most groundbreaking content out there on TikTok. It's just, um, yeah, I don't think so. Okay, the whole thing about a trend is once you get started, then everyone copies it. Pretty sure that's in the TikTok terms of service. And apparently they're mad that they're getting stole from, and they used the hashtag quote Black TikTok strike. And we still have too many. TikTok moved on from you seeing already. I don't know. Do I look like I'm a TikTok expert? I don't have an account, but I'm pretty sure. I think they still are. I think that girl. I saw some thumbnail for a YouTube video about it. Let's see. I got added here on NTB, so I got to check out this. See if it's at the podcast. Could be someone coming here. But see, TikTok has gone from stupid dances for people appropriating their dance moves and stealing them and everything. And I guess they have nothing better to do. A few of our teens here. Oh. I guess a new kid came. My underscore button is broken, so I can't add them right now. But anyway, we have some more articles to get to from Not to Be saved here. Proof tech articles. I mean, some of the best tech articles come from this site. As soon as I turn 18, I'm applying. I'm applying for a job there. Okay, you heard me. You heard it here first. I'm applying for a job over there because. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, yes. This is from 2020, October 26, 2020, back in the bad old days of COVID. But this is from one of my favorite writers here. The Washington correspondent, Planet Moron. I was listening to like Left Behind or whatever. I didn't really get to enjoy the fullness and depth of this article. About how there's oppression in your keyboard, but let's just get through this because this is important PSA to all of society. Okay, according to NPR, 69% government-funded media, according to Elon Musk's X. The alphabet is considered the law of the land when it comes to language. Which one? A, First Amendment? I don't know. But what about languages that don't have an alphabet at all? Keywords are one way to get these languages. That these languages and people who speak them get marginalized. Oh yes, of course. The people without alphabets can't use keyboards. And I want to check in on Texans. Let's see what the score is, by the way. Oh man, they're getting whipped 21-3. That is unfortunate. Okay, but let's get back to this. What do you expect them to do? Hit a key, reflect food on it, or pizza? Like, I know that in the 1990s there was a keyboard with the pizza key on it. Let's keep reading this. So I guess they're upset about alphabetical order or that there's no neutrality in keyboards. uh, so the keyboards are already built into operating systems. Here you are. This is the original tweet post called what's called a post now. Keyboards are one way that these languages and the people who speak them get marginalized. That is hilarious. So they're that's just funny. Okay, I think we have one more article. So apparently keyboards, stop using them. Okay, they're marginalizing people apparently who don't have alphabets. Let's see one more. Article. Yes, Guitar Hero for trombones. So do you guys know what Guitar Hero is? It's like a game where you play the guitar or something like that. And I saw some of these videos, and I would like you all to rise and remove your hats for the national anthem performance of all time. And as it is loading, behold our national anthem. That's not a national anthem. Forget that. Here it is. Behold our national anthem. Somehow it's perfect. But okay, can I turn the volume down on this? There it goes. Pull this down. I don't want to get sued for. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. Do you like how that guy's eyes just keep blinking? I know it's kind of covered up, but. Amazing. Just amazing. What is this? And there's more from that game after that. But I've taken enough. No, come back. We'll stop the trombones. No. They're all leaving after the trombones. But there's more from that after that. Man, half my audience just laughs after the trombones. Come back. No. Anyway, after the national anthem and everything, that was one of the best performances we've ever seen. But we've had to move on from all of that. In other news, Mr. Who's the Boss, which we'll watch and react to, is no, come back, kiddo cack. Reacted to some toys. So here you go, Mr. Who's the Boss and his toys. I have no idea how 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How did 6 people tell me bye? But according to this, 2 people are watching. Okay, Keno Keck says he's back. That's right. We're back to Mr. Who's the Boss. That stat count must be wrong because it's impossible for 6 people to all tell me bye, but only 2 people to be here. Unless you're all the same account, which, okay. We're going to be talking about the most extreme toys, but these are tech toys. So it classifies as a tech video. Besides, we've had stuff.
As a creator, I'm 24/7 on the go all the time. Shopify makes it very
okay.
It's a good.
This is an 18-minute video, so we might have to like skip ahead here and go. Oh, Joe Esser. He says he's still here. All right, so all these people are still here. Should I get the OMG cable or should I get the Flipper Zero? Here we go.
Chance that you've seen a Segway before, but what you probably haven't seen is the Mecha Kit. Basically a throne that you can bolt onto.
It looks like a wheelchair. Like, if it doesn't have this one feature, it's just like a
the Segway, turning yourself into the modern-day equivalent of a supervillain with working gel blasters to pepper your family members with. Hello.
That's fun.
That is so fun. I never grew out of toys. I love Lego, I love dart guns, I love...
Oh, the whore. He likes toys. Vancouver. Oh no, he likes toys. He used to be doing other things than liking toys. For the love of everything that's good, stop liking toys. I can't believe you would like a toy at the age of 27.
Board games, but toys have also gotten a lot more capable in the last.
All right, Shifty A Shady says depends on what I need it for. I just want to, get into cybersecurity, do some reviews of it.
Decade. So I've researched, I've tested the 10 most high-end, technologically advanced toys that make both the kids and the adult inside of me very excited.
Matt Walsh just died. He's like, oh no, this guy likes toys.
Like the square-off chessboard. I used to play chess obsessively growing up, and this right here is the product of my childhood dreams. Because you move a piece.
I've always wanted one of those thingies. All right, let's see. He says, OMG Lite's good for cybersecurity. The Flipper is good for using other devices. Okay, so maybe I should invest in the OMG Elite. It's $179. And maybe I can bring it on the stream next time. Show you guys the power and danger of using other devices. Maybe I can sneak it onto someone's phone without them knowing. But like, do you have a charger for that? Yeah, sure. Here you go.
And the board moves back. Underneath this wooden layer, there's essentially...
I know they had one of these in the 1980s, so I just wanted to see if there was like an updated version of this.
A really precise electromagnet that sits on rails, glides to wherever it needs to be, turns itself on, moves the piece it needs to move.
Honestly, that looks like the nozzle, top-down version of it, of a 3D printer. The Flipper Zero does a lot of... Yeah, but it's only on the 125 kilohertz thing, which most people use higher or lower or something hertz. It's for easier cloning. I guess I could hack into my neighbor's Tesla. That's a joke. I'm not going to actually hack into it, but I guess you could do that.
And then turns itself off so it doesn't mess anything else up. It's got AI built into it, all the way from beginner level to literal grandmaster. But
Is it built into the board or is it built into your phone? Because it'd be kind of unfair for it to be built into your phone. Because, I wish you could probably use a computer with it. I wish, because some people don't have phones.
I think is the craziest part is that this board links to your chess.com profile. So I can be playing on my board, representing my account.
Do any of you guys play chess on here? Because if you do, we can play chess on stream live. The Tesla has a network card. Yeah. Most people have network card. Yeah, this would makes me wonder I was talking about unlocking the doors. This video is that on TikTok, because where else would there be videos of that? Most vehicles, even trains here in Houston, Texas, have modern cars have network capability and can be hacked. And even the trains and buses have Wi-Fi built in. And we all know that Wi-Fi is trackable, right? So if you use this app called Wiggle Wi-Fi and it just tells where different Wi-Fi hotspots are, could it be feasible to track Wi-Fi-enabled cars and Wi-Fi-enabled buses, where they are, based on just their Wi-Fi hotspot using Wiggle Wi-Fi? Next time you go on a car ride, I'm going to turn on my Wiggle Wi-Fi app, and it's going to pick up all the hotspots along with me. And then you'll be able to see where all the hotspots are. And if you map them, you can see them each on a map. And if you just keep driving around, maybe you can pick up the Metro Wi-Fi or Chevy Wi-Fi from each car or bus. You can find out where each car and bus has been in the past, because it's also crowdsourced. So other people in those vehicles themselves or around the vehicles could be uploading it from the Wiggle Wi-Fi app just while driving around. So that's it. Interesting around how you could track cars and trains and buses, and maybe even a phone if you hotspot enough and have an interesting, memorable hotspot name.
against any other player in any other part of the world. The only thing I would say is that as somebody who's touched a lot of the
What was this
player
player
in
name?
any other part of the world. The only thing I would say is that as somebody who's touched a lot of chess pieces in his time, the pieces here don't exactly feel like $500 plus quality. They just lack the weight and definition. Like this right here is a $10 chess set. It's not far off that. Probably partly just so that the pieces are still light enough for the electromagnet.
I wonder what happens if you lose a piece, because if you lose a piece, the electromagnet and the AI won't know which piece is which. So hopefully you don't lose them and hopefully you get replacements.
Too easily moved. So we'll give this a strong 8 out of 10, but it's about to get a lot better. The other part of my childhood? Art. Drawing, painting, chess. That was my weekend. And so testing this Scribbit art robot has kind of felt like a weird full circle moment for me. Like, I'm back to art, but now from the perspective of tech as a reviewer. A line is a dot that went for a walk. Interesting quote. But, I mean, by that metric, we're about to go on the trek of a lifetime. Because this is what we're going to draw on.
And this is actually supposed to draw on walls. It could even draw out your posts from Twitter, X, and you can draw out the daily forecast, and everything is erasable, which is interesting.
The robot is supported by 2 sticky pads here and there, and the string that holds it is so cool to use this for is a very specific purpose. I've been really wanting to make this portrait for a long time, but it's the drawing part of it that stopped me. For the last few months, I kept starting.
And all you have to do is upload your drawing. I'm going to kind of skim through this because it's an 18-minute long video. All you have to do is draw it, and it's going to start the drawing, and we're going to get on to the next toy here.
Active. Well, this is the Omega Power Pong robot. And yes, it plays table tennis.
Do you guys like table tennis or ping pong, as it's referred to here in the States?
I can't tell you how many games of table tennis have been played on this table right here between me and my brother. We got to a level where it genuinely felt like a recreation of that unfortunately titled ping pong movie. But he moved out. The table got retired alongside my skill level. So I set this up last week. The robot's got a net at the back to catch all the balls you're hitting.
Look at that. The Nintendo Switch TV.
At it. And then this machine simulates another player. It can choose where it places the ball, how fast it shoots, the spin it places on the ball.
So, have you ever been to a church youth group and they have these ping pong tables? My goodness, you almost get killed. So it's like bringing that into your house.
Just like a high-level player would. Oh, which is not me anymore. Do you want to know what's really weird? Is that they actually ship you a proper Android tablet just with their app installed so you can control the thing.
That's really nice, because some people may not have or be able to afford one. It's kind of like that tablet that came in the car he gave to his mother.
Not the best tablet. And the app is not exactly what I would call pretty, but very functional, very stable. It does the job. I have just realized this tablet also has a selfie camera. So you're probably watching the first video ever taken on a table tennis table. But there is no doubt in my mind that this is a high-end bit of kit for professionals. I mean, you can put the balls per minute all the way up to 120, which looks something like this. Oh, dear God.
That is 2 balls a second, by the way.
Okay, yeah. Can you see why I need this machine?
That is a ball
EG
every
is
half
basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can.
When I was growing up, going to the big toy shop once every few months was literally the high point of my life. And if there's one category I spent the largest amount of time in the world.
This is the most powerful Nerf, because it's not actually a Nerf gun, in the world.
So the vast majority of Nerf guns are bolt.
So they're bolt action, safety reasons. At least he's not in Australia. It's a 3D printed Nerf gun, but watch this.
You also notice just how much more made for adults.
Look how big it is. This looks like it's about a third of the size of the actual gun.
This is like the size of the grip, the length.
And obviously, it's 3D printed.
The stock. Let's try and shoot it. 3, 2, 1.
It just destroys that tablet. Man, Trish almost got killed. Did you see us?
It's really hard to stress in person what it feels like to shoot a Nerf dart that fast. So the power is clearly ridiculous, but there's a couple of reasons why I wouldn't really recommend this for most people. And it's partly the fact that the accuracy doesn't quite match up to how good the power is.
You should test this against the Nerf Strife series, which I need to do my next video on the my motorized Nerf gun and how it works and how the wheels turn. Excuse me. But unfortunately, my overhead cam I tested out for an unboxing doesn't work.
is partly the fact that, I mean, this thing deconstructs half the bullets it fires because it's doing it so powerfully. And then it's also the fact that it's a 3D printed product and it has all the hallmarks of a 3D printed product. Oh, I also used to love water fights. This is me absolutely drenching my sister, like every older sibling would. Well, as it turns out, water fight gear has also progressed quite a lot since, well, the hosepipe. It's now a pretty normal thing to get something like this.
That's nice. Look at the drum on that battery.
A fully electric water gun that just continuously sprays so long as you
fully automatic water gun.
Hold the trigger.
But if you really wanted to go all the way, then the Spira 3 is the way to do it. This is such a cool product because it's not just about, oh, I can shoot water, but faster now, it gamifies the entire concept of a water fight.
So this right here is a tactical...
The problem with this one is you have to have at least two. Because if they're shooting you with that $30 off-the-shelf Nerf weapon, right, you're still going to get all wet and everything, and you're trying to gamify the experience. But if you're gamifying the experience... well, you have to have two to gamify the experience. It takes two to play the game. And the water gun, which is going to show you the features, costs $179 each.
Display. It shows you how full your battery is, but not just that, it also knows and can show you how full your water tank is. So you start by holding it in a bucket and then pushing the trigger forward. It's extremely loud. But the concept of being able to pull the trigger back to shoot and then push the trigger forward to reload does make a lot of sense. Right, but here's what makes this special. So I like water fights, I think they're really fun. But the thing that makes me like them a bit less than, say, something like laser tag is that you can't really tell who's winning. Like, there's no real scoring system. You just continuously get wetter and wetter until someone decides they want to take a shower.
And guys, I got to pause here. Got a promotion opportunity. Oh my gosh, it's 28 to 3. Bless their hearts. Okay, remember my first Genji terms video? I'm gonna link it here because someone sometimes it is. I identify as Genji according to the AI. Yes, I identify as it, obviously, in Genji. And I'm just sharing this with him. Okay, here we go. Three, two.
What I really like about this is that it doesn't shoot out just a continuous stream. It compresses the water into pressurized water bullets. And this display shows you how many...
Esther, subscriber 150 over on YouTube. Thank you, Joe Esser. Thank you so much. All right, back.
It makes it so that when you hit someone, you're going to know, and they're really going to know. You've got 3 different types of firing mode. You've got single shot, then you can switch it to burst shot, which basically empties the entire magazine of 3 in one go.
That's nice.
And then you have open fire, which shoots continuously, but a little slower because the gun needs time to make these water pellets. But
the problem is you can't just march in and pull back and go. But you get more power. But like I said, it's $179. On to the next toy. Let's see here. Oh, there's no. Here it is. What's this? Oh, he's still drawing his thing.
You're going to want to sit down for this. This is a 2x2 Rubik's Cube.
You guys like Rubik's Cubes? Should I test out a smart Rubik's Cube?
In your mind right now, try to guess how many potential different combinations you could have with this tiny thing. What did you guess? 100? 1,000? No. This tiny little cube has over 3.5 million different potential combinations. It is far more than it initially seems because every single face of the cube can have any combination of any of the 6 colors in any arrangement. This is so many combinations that even if you're fiddling around with this for 8 hours a day, if you didn't have a specific technique, it would still likely take you 5 months to solve it. The 3x3 adds a layer of complexity in every single direction, which doesn't just add to the complexities, it multiplies them. Meaning that we're not talking 10 million or 20 million potential combinations anymore, but 43 quintillion. That's 43 followed by 18 zeros.
Do not go to fabletters.com. Do not take our historically low offer. 2 for
I
24
won't.
shorts, 1 for 20.
Oh no, of course I'm not gonna pay $24 for pants.
I mean, let's just look up a ridiculous number. Okay, a number of grains of sand on Earth. 75 followed by 17 zeros. So this is more than that.
I think there's a correction in the comments. Let's see.
4x4 then is known as the master cube. And yeah, I mean, it's almost impossible to even comprehend the numbers going on here. 7.4 quattrodecillion, which is
Quattrodecillion, but I think there might have been an error, but it's small. Yes. A quintillion's below, 1 below 6 or whatever. Okay.
45 zeros.
45 zeros. Could you imagine having that much money or anything?
And as you might have guessed, that is not the main event here. What I'm about to show you is not a 5x5 or 6x6. This is a 13x13. And that is not the worst bit. While every single cube so far has 6 faces to manage.
13
Or
$610. So it's either that or just chest check.
total, this has 12. Okay, I think I'm done. Only 15 minutes. Trisha, you're good at puzzles, right?
Pretty good.
So how long do you think it would take you to solve a freshly scrambled, whatever you call this?
I definitely do it. I think it would take like a couple of decades probably. You'd find me 30 years later, almost finished.
Great, so we'll start keeping tabs now.
Can I start with that one? Okay, this is mine now.
All right, so while Trisha solves that problem, we're having our own little problem because Apple is growing.
Yes, Apple's growing. Yeah, go subscribe to them if you want.
But the one show that would pull me away from my weird construction projects was Robot Wars. Think boxing, but just with machines
Oh
limited
yeah. He was saying he doesn't watch that much TV, by the way.
only by your imagination. I used to find it...
Yeah. We know what Robot watches. And I wanted this for Christmas, and yeah. But the problem with this is, it's nice. You have to build it. You get your gel pieces to shoot at each other. You can have wars and everything. But it's $549 USD. And in order to have a war, you have to have 2. That means it's over $1,000 plus the smartphones that you need to control them. Or I guess you could use like a computer. But anyway, you need to have 2 phones, 2 robots. That is over $1,000. Or you could just get 1 phone.
But in a way, these things are actually even more technologically advanced and impressive than those things that only used to be limited to TV back in the day.
Because like just on this head alone, you've got a 1080p live streaming gimbal stabilized camera.
That's nice. All right, next. Okay, guys. If we raise enough money, I don't know. If one of these gets sent to my door, I will try to record a podcast episode live from that robot.
And a working gun. It's got an LED that can outline the launch trajectory, and then it shoots...
I mean, of course, you can still have fun with this. You got the spy robot, you can go side to side, you got a camera on it, and you can shoot people. I mean, what else do you need? I think you can also code it.
out these gel beads within that trajectory. And when I first used the thing, I could not believe how agile it is. It's so zippy and fast, but at the same time, just really smooth, which is especially important since you can play using
Guys, what do you think's more expensive, the phone or the robot?
your phone by looking at the first-person view from the camera. But, I mean, as cool as the gimbal is, the base of the robot is arguably the even more impressive bit. Because, I mean, the entire reason we had to go to hell and back to install each one of these rollers individually onto the wheels is so that the machine can travel not just forward and back, but literally strafe left and right, like in a video game. And then all of these lit-up pads are smart armor. So you set them to whatever color you want, and they can detect both infrared and the impact from gel beads. Because
it's not armored. It's like there's sensors for them to get hit. But whatever.
Hits, and we're dead.
Ready?
3, 2, wait! Okay, all right, let's just go.
She's not even controlling. She's just going.
Oh my lord, I'm trapped. You cornered me. And now you're running circles around me. Great. Yeah.
That's a nice way to.
How to get the most of Grammarly free. It's Kayla on behalf of Grammarly to tell you.
There you go.
I won the practice, okay? I just wasn't recording. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that this is the coolest toy I've ever used in my life. It's just, I'll give it a 9 because it's slightly let down by the $549 price tag.
Oh, that's the oof sound effect from Roblox that I was talking about. Oh, here we go. Here is a Traxxas remote control car. I saw them at some event many years ago, like 6 years ago, over Energy.
But at around 15 miles per hour. This, 155.
155 miles per hour. All right, let me present some context, please. That goes faster than most vehicles, faster or as fast as most vehicles on the planet. This is at 155 miles an hour to scale. Like if this was, I don't know, like 4 times bigger, which would still be pretty fast. It'd be like 45 miles an hour. No, that's an actual 155 miles an hour, which means you would outflank everyone on the freeway by all 2.5 times. If you could put a camera on it, oh my goodness. You would be cited for speeding violations in multiple countries, and as Aaron says, that is twice the legal limit in England.
Yes, 155 miles per hour. That's more than 2 times the maximum speed limit you're allowed to drive with a real car on any road in the UK. And then the acceleration. This thing does 0 to 60, like 60 miles per hour in 2.3 seconds. Or in other words, faster than the fastest real Ferrari in the world. How? Well, part of the equation is let's just stick a massive motor on the inside, but the other half of the equation,
and yes, I know it is electric, but like, which was with the gas engine,
is the optimization of forces. When you're building a car that you want to travel really quickly, but also do so with grip, you have to minimize your drag and also maximize the amount of downforce. So by the whole thing being very low profile, you're minimizing what's called the frontal area, which is the size of the hole that your car has to punch through the air as it's traveling forward. Plus, the slopes on the car just naturally allow that air to travel around it easier. And wherever the air encounters a bump like this, or the spoiler at the back,
could you imagine getting in a race with that thing? You could just take it over to your friend's house and be like, hey guys, let's race. And you go,
it creates regions of high air pressure that are pushing the car down and keeping it from skidding. I'm just thinking, how much recording time are we going to have before this car plows into that camera?
Like 0.7 seconds.
We'll try it. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Dang. Look, it's still driving.
Oh, R.I.P. the glass on the back. If I hadn't slowed that car down right at the end, I'm convinced it actually would have gone straight through that glass. And this one still hasn't finished.
Wait a second. Is that a hole in the glass? Let me up the quality here. 1080p, 4K. Here we go. Let's go back 5 seconds. Oh no, slow Wi-Fi.
I'm convinced it.
I can't tell. It looks like there's a hole in the glass. Okay, this is downgraded back again. Here you go.
Actually would have gone straight through that glass. And this one still hasn't finished.
Yeah, but that one has a gun on it. So it's cool.
Honestly, I think this car is a straight 10. It's expensive, but it does exactly what it's meant to do. Have you ever watched Star Wars? This might be an unpopular opinion. I don't rate the movies that much, but I just think the world is incredible. And I've always thought this idea of Jedi taking out armies of enemies with just a single lightsaber is...
Just for context, this is a run-of-the-mill saber that you could find at a toy shop for $15, $20.
And it's not bad. It's got a pretty bright light built in. It's got a light in the handle. It's got speakers at the bottom. It knows when it's been hit and can flash accordingly.
That's nice.
It does sound a little bit like a cat that's just been stepped on.
But this...
Why do you know what a cat is from step bump sounds like, huh?
Is what happens when you spend 100 times that amount on a saber. This is
over
a custom-made one-to-one recreation of the same weapon used by the main bad guy in the last few films, Kylo Ren.
Okay, so part of the value is obviously the aesthetics, the movie-accurate wear and tear, the machined metal handle. I mean, this thing feels so unbelievably premium, and you're gonna want to see this.
Look at this. I don't watch Star Wars, but...
I'm nearly there. Come back in 2 minutes. It's movie accurate, even on the insides. Oh yeah, and then you turn the thing on. And you see the spinning kyber crystal, the energy source of lightsabers. That's not even the bit that I'm most curious about.
And this is actually a smart lightsaber here. It allows you to program it and make different sound effects.
It's that when you get into this whole world of high-end lightsabers, these things have to run their entirely own unique, bespoke software. Yeah, we're literally talking about lightsaber OS here. But it is really smart. Like, it figures out when you're holding it still, it lets out a gentle crackle. And then the sensors inside know when you're moving it and also how much you're moving it. And they adjust the sound according to that. Sorry, Mom. You know these like side hilt beams? The lightsaber actually knows when they're in and is adjusting its lighting accordingly. Plus, it's completely programmable. So if you can code, you could make it do like the Mario Wahoo sound effect every time you make contact with something. Ah, my opponent has arrived with a
See,
Rubik's
there's a
Cube.
$20 one.
Okay, so the rules are first to get hit on their body loses. Dark side,
And the good side.
light side. Right, that doesn't bode well for that. 3, 2, 1, go.
I mean, come on, dude, just charge.
You may have agility, but I
Look, the guy just looking.
have more realistic effects. I just died.
He died for that $2,000 saber.
Oh, for goodness sake. But what if we applied this same level of extremeness to your smartphone? Well, you would get this,
That's the Red Magic
8S Pro.
We're going to look into the actual, skip over the sponsored message. And there's the drawing that we've been looking at. Here we go. HN2. Here it is.
This is complete. When it works, it does a really good job.
All right. And that is the end of that video. Not of this video. We still need to look into the RS Magic 8 2. RS Magic 8. What's this called? Red Magic 8S. 8S Pro, only $649. Let's look into the specs here because they must be hiding something. The cameras must be absolute trash. But let's see what they have here. It's a gaming smartphone. And as you can see here, oh, finally a new chat came in. Let's see. Oh, no new chat. Oh man. Okay. Oh, wow, the fake spot approved. Congratulations. Okay, here we go. As you can see, a flat sides. That's nice. Triple camera display. But let's see what kind of cameras they are. Okay. So there's starting 12 gigs, 256 gigabytes of storage in the midnight color. Oh, it's interesting. They have different colors for different storage variants. Let's see what the specs are. Hey, do I know this guy? Oh, that's ETA1. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. A 6,000 milliamp battery. That is like 1.5 times bigger than a regular battery. My phone, for context, has a 4,500 milliamp. It has dual wing triggers, which is some type of button for gaming. I don't know what that is. Most advanced full screen. Is it a pop-up camera? I want to see the specs. Okay, I don't want to see reviews. Okay, let's see here. Red Magic 8S Pro. Let's go to GSM Arena. Would you like to see me review this? Okay, here it is. It's from ZTE. Nubia Magic 8S Pro. Released July 11th, so it's been out for a month. All right, no micro SD card slot. It has a 50 megapixel camera, 6.8 inch screen, 8 to 16 gigabytes of RAM, and a 6,000 milliamp battery. I thought it had 12 gigs of RAM. Whatever. Okay. Now, let's see what kind of cameras it has here. Unfortunately, no 4K video camera recording, which is kind of sad. Some people might want to stream from that, but okay. No radio, USB-C 3.2, 60,000 milliamp battery, 65 watt charging here in the States. That's nice. What kind of cameras? Oh, here it is. Here it is. The main triple camera. Oh man, it goes with the terrible like cut quality macro ultra wide. LED flash, only 4K 60 FPS. Oh, 8K 30 FPS. Never mind. But no telephoto camera. But it does have the best processing and a GPU in the chip. All right, now before we tune out, I like to keep these like two hours long. So we have like 20 minutes left. I want to show off this Chrome tip that I have on the thing. And so I still need to submit my error report to Samsung to talk about the secure folder issue. But this is in secure folder. I'm going to throw this unique gesture in Chrome. It works on all versions of regular Chrome, of the Chrome app. So let's say you have different tabs open on your device. Okay, so I'm going to pull up Planet Moron's phone, Substack, right? He's that writer we were talking about on Not the Bing. Now, if you want to open different tabs, I'm going to plug it in there. You can just tap the tab icon there. Oops. There, right? You could just do that. Or there's this neat little gesture where you just go onto the tab icon and swipe down. Oops, not notifications. It's kind of hard to show on screen. But all you have to do is swipe down instead of having to tap, which may use less energy. And speaking of connected to network and mapping, the application I was talking about was Wiggle Wi-Fi. W-I-G, Wiggle Wi-Fi. And I don't want it to see where I am because then you'll figure out where I live. But it just lets you word drive and use the map. I'm gonna switch the map to like some other location where you can't see where it is in Houston. But it'll let you see how many devices and stuff are connected to it. You get your location from GPS. You see how many hotspots, Bluetooth things and stuff is around you. I zoomed out enough where you can see Wi-Fi. But I'm going to turn this on so I can word drive around, and then you can upload it if you want. And I can see all the Wi-Fi networks around me. I can see the towers, the phone towers around me. Let's see. Wait, it's saying a phone tower's on our house, so maybe that's not true. Maybe that might be my phone signal stripped. Yeah, it says T-Mobile, Bluetooth, and then I don't know what that is. Maybe I can do like a word driving video. You got news, statistics, and uploads. And speaking of statistics, it's time for our Sweet Tricks statistics. It's our stats of the week, where I want to thank you from every country that's been connected to our website. Hopefully you can see this on the screen. This is our stats for the week. We're up 101.4%. So more people came. This is our last 24 hours. Let's switch it over to weekly. Last 7 days. There it is. All right, we've had 433 page views in the last 7 days, with 362 of them being unique views, and you stayed here for 57 views. Once again, Samsung M8 versus M7 was here, but finally on the top here, last week's to how to embed X post on your website was here with our Evangelizing the World post, 32 people there. And then top countries, US, UK, India, Australia, and Canada, with Germany, Singapore, Philippines, Hong Kong, France, Sweden, Switzerland, Brazil, Netherlands, Spain, Thailand, Croatia, Saudi Arabia, Czech Republic, Belgium, Pakistan, Malaysia, Bangladesh, Turkey, Ireland, Poland, Indonesia, Lebanon, Romania, Argentina, Israel, Austria, Trinidad, and Tobago, Israel, 2 views, that's nice. Kenya, Vietnam, Taiwan, UAE, El Salvador, Greece, Norway, Madagascar, Luxembourg, Bermuda, China, Uganda, Nigeria, Guatemala, Mexico, Hungary, Denmark, Afghanistan, Brunei, Ghana, Sri Lanka, Finland, Venezuela, Italy, Faroe Islands, South Africa, Slovakia, Bulgaria, and Portugal. Pulling up the view. Interesting fact there. Interesting. Audio quality good. They were there for 2 seconds. Hey, every 2 seconds counts. And our top referrals were so how people are finding us either via Google or there we go. Let's see the top browsers: Chrome, mobile, Safari, Edge, Safari, Samsung browser, wow, Firefox, GSA, whatever that is, Opera, and DuckDuckGo. The top operating systems: Android, finally making it. Then Windows, squeaking by 2, iOS, macOS, Linux, and Chromium OS with 28%. All right, let's go Android. Bing, bringing in the number 2 spot. So it's Google, Bing, Google, and then Reddit, DuckDuckGo, makes sense. Google, Twitter, Google, and then some URL scan, Google ourselves, Google ourselves, Android. So no, not the B. Okay, so maybe I need to focus more traffic there. And mobile beating out desktop and tablet, bringing up the rear. And then the top languages were English, US, English, Great Britain. What's that? Chinese? What's CH? I don't know what that is. And then English again. So thank you to everyone for reading our website and watching our videos. And also thank you for 150 subscribers. We can watch a video about the RS Magic Phone. I gotta. Oh man, sorry about that, guys. I gotta talk about this. I know Brett Cooper put a video out about this, but I haven't watched it yet. But maybe if we have some time to get to it. I do not have words to comprehend Skidibi. I don't even know how to spell this. Is it Skidibi? Skibidi? Just an NPC girl there again. She's funny, I guess. So, a Skidibi toilet.
You know how they
Alright, so we're gonna skip the intro. His intro's on nice.
say if you watch pornography, you sink deeper and deeper until you're watching weirder and sicker and more horrible stuff.
Yeah, whatever.
People who live stream themselves act.
There we go. Skippity toilet? Skidibi?
This ongoing series of animated videos, each one having millions of views. Some of the earlier clips have more than 100 million views. What's the trend?
Squidward! The Zoomers have discovered Gary's mod! Not Gary's mod!
Skippity toilet bizarre? That's what I'm saying? All right. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm already disgusted.
What's skippity?
Let's see it.
If you guys do not see what's going on here, there's heads popping out of animated toilets. And there's some guy with the webcam. What song is that? That guy has a webcam for a head. Well, I guess it's switched. This is guy with the webcam head getting chased by a toilet. I repeat, there's a guy with the head of a webcam getting chased by a toilet, and this gets millions of views. What?
I have to say the guy who blew them all up sort of beat me to it. You know, that was my thought too. This video has hundreds of millions of views. Do you understand that? That video must have lasted, 90 seconds maybe? Multiply that by 100 million times. That's got to be at least several lifetimes, right? I mean, that's several lifetimes have been wasted watching this video. Those precious minutes of life have been wasted watching this video. And some of you may say, no, it's a work.
Shifty Eye Shady says, this isn't. And I concur. And Just a Girl says, wow, welcome here, Just a Girl. And sorry you had to come in at such a weird time.
Am I the only one who understands the complexities of this ambitious cinematic masterpiece?
That's sad that you would say that. I'm sorry. I weep for you. 100 million views. That means more people have watched people with their heads in a toilet coming out of a toilet than have watched Casablanca or Hamlet or Othello. You know, hundreds of millions of people have watched people with heads. They could have been saying, let's see if I can find a Shakespeare play on Prime or something, or watch a great movie. Or read a book, or do something worthwhile.
I don't know. Kick a ball, touch grass, eat cement. I don't know. But what? Should I make a video like that? I mean, if hundreds of millions of people are wasting their time and attention on that, I might as well waste my time and attention on here. And we're going to have to go to someone younger, I guess, who understands the complexities and intelligence of Skidibi toilets. Let's see, Brett Cooper. Where is this trend? There it is. Why does this have billions of views? Hopefully there are no bad words here. Because breaking news. Casablanca is honestly overrated. It's probably rated higher than Toilet coming out of a whatever. I don't know what it's about, but it's probably rated than that. And breaking news. Yes, bad words.
Visit the floor and
breaking news here to all my audience here. I somehow started a war over if bad words are sin or not. Yes, they are. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the transcript here. In the chat, do you think bad words are bad? Yes and no. Oh, shut up. Shut. Yeah, unfortunately, Brett Cooper is.
Core design
I mean, he's one of the smarter ones.
Top quality selection and an upscale showroom experience.
Yeah.
Enjoy the benefits of free design.
Welcome back to the comment section. I'm Brett Cooper.
Yes,
I've talked obviously a lot about Gen Z. Gen Z is discussed a lot on.
That's just gonna say disgusting. You could say that ish sometimes. Here's the transcript. I'm pulling it up for, reasons. Well, I mean, guess. Ooh, Brett Cooper says go touch some grass, and it looks like there's no cuss words in this video, so let's go.
Online. I'm Gen Z, so I have a vested interest in.
I prefer not to hear them. Congratulations, yes. Anyway, I searched and then I didn't get so.
In this discussion, but Gen Alpha is out in the world right now.
Gen A, DD. Oh, save your generation.
They are a totally different breed, and
oh, really? Totally different. Meaning they got a tablet at 1 instead of getting one at 10. Yes, different.
I've been thinking about them a lot because every generation has like their thing that they grew up watching, whether it's, a certain type of show, a Disney Channel thing, or a type of media that they're consuming. But this all changed dramatically for Gen Z, and now for Generation Alpha are driven by short form content. And apparently there is something online that people have been watching religiously that I have just
religiously? People watch people's heads popping out of the toilet religiously? Wait, 100 million people. That is a third of the population of the United States.
Missed. And we're going to talk about that today. Skibbity toilet is the topic of conversation. Before we dive into this,
is Skibbity someone's name? Because Skibbity must be one of the smartest humans alive to create such a dumb trend that millions he's capitalizing. Imagine a penny per view.
So make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a comment section or off the clock episode. I spend a lot of time online. I've seen a lot of weird things, but somehow I never came across skibbity doo da skippity day. There we go. That's all I'm going to call it. I have literally never seen this before.
Wait, why is he wearing that vest again? Is he vested?
Is on my team attempt to explain it to me time and time again, and I am still confused. But apparently, Skibbity Doodah is a YouTube Shorts TikTok series that started earlier this year.
It's a series? It's people's heads in the toilets. How can you get a series from that?
Year by YouTuber Boom, and for a while he was posting every single day, but now it has been scaled back. I mean,
oh yes, it must be a lot of work.
Has millions of subscribers now. He got so big that even Newsweek did an article about it. They wrote, "What is Skibbity Toilet?" inside the eerie video.
Let's see, 7/18. Oh, this is last month.
Videos taking over the internet, and they said, in a plot line that sounds better suited to an unsettling hallucination. And Army, a little bit more. 2018, 2019, there was a
yes. Grandma Cooper's telling us stories of her childhood.
App that burst onto the scene right before COVID, and they were doing very, very short form, highly produced TV shows. It went terribly, but it was like 2-minute, 3-minute episodes. I don't know. I'm totally drawing a blank on what it was.
It was Quibi, sorry.
Quibi! There we go. Yes, Quibi. So weird. Absolutely tanked. Right before COVID, I had a show that had been picked up by Quibi, and I was already really weirded out by it because I was like, my other friend that had a show was not really working out that well.
What do you mean he had a show? Like, the one, was he acting at a Quibi?
And then lo and behold, nothing happened with it.
Shut it off. It didn't work.
It did not work.
That did not work 3 years ago, but now this is organically popped up online and people are eating it up. Like within 24 hours, these videos have millions and millions and millions and millions of views. And this is just some YouTuber who took inspiration from a few different TikTokers, made this story, and now his life and his career is totally changed. Somebody on Twitter said, I am not kidding. Gen Alpha watches this for hours a day. This is their Slender Man. Look up.
What's a Slender Man? Do you guys know what a Slender Man is?
Skibidi Toilet on YouTube and see for yourself. Somebody said the channel's total view count exceeds 1 billion. I'm not even kidding. Somebody else said, what did we do to these kids? Tide Pods. No, that was actually my generation. Somebody else said, yeah, I think it's the right decision to keep my kid off of social media until his late teens.
YouTube is not social media. Hot take there. X isn't social media anymore anyway.
At least. That's just a good
we got to talk about that.
General rule.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
Like they string together all the episodes. This one is from 3 weeks ago.
Which, what do you think about Elon Musk taking the block button away? Allegedly. Because then he'd get booted from the App Store.
But I think it is the right length for me.
And speaking of App Stores, I guess next week we can talk about this new App Store that's coming out. It's like a web app store.
To react to, but this is episodes like 1 through 45 or something like that. So
right, and if each episode's 90 seconds and 45, it's like a minute. Ooh, that's like an hour long.
So let's just go ahead and watch together. I have no idea what we're getting into. So this is the first one.
So you think you know Wix? Do you really? First up, we've got Shake.
There are no lyrics except some skibbity Slenderman is after my time. It's a creepy past story. Okay. Are you listening to these lyrics? Skibbity, yes.
And that was it.
Wait, that was the whole episode?
That sound is one of the things that he was inspired by on TikTok. That sound went viral, and apparently he...
A sound went viral? Oh my gosh. Should I just like quit the tech business and start making weird noises?
He loved it so much that he started making videos, and now this poor man has to make videos every single day to this sound.
There are fates worse than death.
Okay, I haven't even given it a chance.
I mean, how is this a story? You just put toilets with weird noises and heads coming out of the toilet. Elon's trying to get more ad revenue. When you block people don't see the advertisement, you can make everyone, they still see that. Makes sense.
Are they revolting? The toilet people? Thing is, I'm thinking back to like my younger cousin and the weird stuff that he would watch when we were growing up. And we're just a few years apart, but there was already like a generational disconnect, I think. This is the kind of stuff that he would be into. And that is terrifying.
It's a plane now. What's Crab Wave? These twins.
Star Wars. I'm not even trying to be judgmental. I just don't know what's going on.
I'm so confused. Like, how is this a story? Paw Patrol has more of a story than this. iCarly has any more of this.
I would love to.
Brett Cooper just shut down. She went back to her birthplace. 2001, I think that's when she was born. In 2001, that's when Windows XP came out. Dancing crab videos made in 20. We have the power to send people to the moon in the palm of our hands, and what do we do? Like I said in the previous video on a different channel, God bless Brett Cooper.
How am I only 1 minute in? It looks like a New York City subway toilet. That's horrifying. All right, there. Oh.
Why? Why are we here? Why? Why?
Some action. They're revolting. But of course, he's back to haunt you. Do you think?
Did you see that? Zoom in. What was
Do you
that?
think there's going to be like a Skibbity toilet haunted house at Halloween Horror Nights?
What's Halloween Horror Nights? And look at that face. Look at that smoke. Super smart. At least it was entertaining. Is this entertaining just to go?
I don't like where this is going.
Or some kind of haunted maze. I feel like it's good. It's good fodder for Halloween.
Okay, I would say that there's fodder.
Okay, that's what the Newsweek article is talking about. We're getting into the action now. It's like a war.
I'm pretty sure the founding. I know. But do you think this is entertaining? I'm pretty sure the founding fathers are like, why did we invent free speech when I put it in the Constitution? They're like, oh my goodness, why?
For the perspective of the. I can't with the sound. I can't do it.
Oh my goodness, I have headphones on. See, he has headphones on, so it's coming out of this.
Oh yeah, flush them, flush them. Creative.
Oh yeah, that's what the webcams are for now.
Being chased, dancing.
I do agree with one lyric of that sound. Dum dum dum. It says it's gross.
Cops? Oh God. How am I only 2 minutes and 20 seconds into this?
2 minutes. I am losing brain cell. Oh, according to this kid here, FL45, flight level 4055 high. Have no idea what that means. Okay. Maybe it's like a pilot term. Yes, there's a teen group. I'll tell him I'm live. Okay. I think I might go live just a little bit longer so that I can invite this friend on here. If you don't mind, please stand by. Do you guys mind? It doesn't like it's my stream. Okay, I'm just gonna. I'm dying over here. Oh, 154 subscribers! I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. Who's that guy? Okay, I'm still replying, but this shifty and shitty. People want to lose brain cells. Ah, yes, it is Chinese TikTok. Like, stupid content isn't wrong in itself. It's just kind of like funny that this is popular. I mean, I like that it has a story arc now. Like, they're all getting arrested. You can understand this. It's kind of like, what's that show with the sheep, Shaun the Sheep, but with toilets? I'm just sharing my link with someone. There we go. Hoping my Gingy Tones video is not broken. Okay, back to the video.
Is this supposed to be a metaphor? Like
a metaphor for what? Besides, this is Gen A, which would make the oldest kid in that group like 11, 12. I'm pretty sure they're not getting deeper meanings embedded in a head coming out of a toilet.
Government surveillance.
No, Brett, no.
And suppressing an uprising. I saw some tweet that said,
it's a head coming out of a toilet. How profound can you get from that? Please tell me. Come on, Brett. You're smarter than that.
Skibidi toilet is based. And that was the only thing I saw.
Oh, yes, of course. Just like the Mario movie. No.
Like, there has not yet been a philosophical unpacking of Skibidi toilet. I looked it up on TikTok.
There's no reason there's no philosophical unboxing. And I have 5 viewers now, so I'm assuming that's the person I just invited. So I'm going to post a link in the chat. One of my more popular videos here is where I react to Gen Z terms. Back when Gen Z was... Well, there it is there if you're watching. Okay.
It's just people reposting the videos. Like, no...
There is no vested...
Nobody is analyzing it yet. I just don't even. It obviously is some kind of uprising. I don't know if the world is ending. I don't know if that is established.
He's getting bored. He's running out of. He needs a character arc. He needs a story arc. Okay? He's running out of ideas here.
Later on, like, do these toilets need my Patriot supply?
No, Brett. No. No, you did not. That was smart.
Pret.com. And once I figure out which one of these is the bad guy, I'll make sure I start preparing to defend myself against them. But I currently do not know who's the bad guy. All right, we can keep going. Again, I'm not even trying to be judgmental because I know people are going to be like, Brett doesn't get it. I want to understand.
Yes, I want to understand heads coming out of toilets.
Oh, I don't like that. That looks like Sam Smith. It definitely has gotten more interesting as the fight.
Yeah, it's more interesting.
Things started, but just spinning around in toilets was not appealing to me.
Oh, that's why he tried to blow them all up in the Clavin video. That was fun. How did the toilets get so big?
That's new. I literally have a headache. What I hours a day. Imagine coming home.
It's the same soundtrack. This guy is a genius. He just changed the things and he just puts the same soundtrack on. I want to forget I ever saw it. Sorry. There's like 3 minutes left of this video. Unfortunately, for you. My condolences. Please don't try to sue me. Sue Brett.
And your kid's like glued to their phone and they're watching toilet people.
Well, I mean, they could be watching it on a smart TV.
Fight. I talked.
Looking back, it's crazy how long it took me to leave my contacts and glasses behind. I just accept.
I've talked about this before, but a lot of media was not allowed in my house growing up. Did not watch Disney Channel.
Yeah. We know. We know the same story. Every like 1 out of 5 episodes, we heard this whole story. I didn't watch Disney. We get
didn't see most movies, and I wasn't angry about it at a young age. Like I remember being excited because we would go to a hotel, and then I would get like 20 minutes of TV time, or go to a friend's house and enjoy it. But I was such a nerd and such like an outdoor kid that it really didn't bother me, so I wasn't upset about it. But my mom did not allow things in the house that she felt like went against our values, but also she.
What kind of values does this represent or go against? It's a head coming out of a toilet. And just once again announcing, I am selling my Galaxy Book Tab at 6. Not Tab at 6. 10.6 and TCL 40 XL.
It was very, very clear that if it did not add benefit,
funny,
that was not something that I was allowed to watch in the limited time that I was able to consume this kind of content. Like I said that when I was talking about Miranda Sings, like that was something that my mom said, no, she's utterly stupid. This adds nothing of value to your life. It literally is just like kills your brain cells. I'm just imagining what she's going to say when she watches this episode and sees what I'm watching and thinks about the next generation watching this.
Game over, man. It's game over.
Prove me wrong. If this is based, prove me wrong. I will read your dissertation about skin.
All right, guys. I prefer to read as a kid, still kind of do. I like reading. Well, I still like reading. I'm gonna make a dissertation about how. Look, I'm gonna need AI's help on this. Since ChatGPT came out in 2021, we should ask it about this. Since it doesn't know what it is, I'm gonna have to explain what it is to ChatGPT. And then we're gonna post that into the comments. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see this on the screen. In 2023, with toilets, sing a does this make sense? In 2023, there's a new toilet heads with the toilets with heads popping out of them sing a monotonous song who vote against the government in TikTok style videos. That's basically the same thing, right? Okay. Yes. Okay. Great. How old is the tomb based? How a twin is based. Here we go. Yes. Here's our YouTube ChatGPT comment. Here it is. Wow, it's truly amazing how creative and unpredictable internet trends can be. I can't believe there's a trend with Twitter touch popping out of the must but not the songs for running against TikTok stuff years. It shows how digital culture can tell me how the video the yes. Here it is. We're going to use this comment here. Boom. We're going to post it down into the video. And I'm going to, okay. Here it is. How this is based. I posted in, comment, and post. All right. And that's basically it. That's our thinking. And I have one more product to show off to you. So let me just go get it. All right, I'm better. Shifty Shady. I'm back, not better. I'm not dying, guys. Okay. Shifty Shady says reading is better for sure, and I have one more product to show off to you guys. This is a digital voice activated recorder from the company. Oops, it's not there anymore. Anyway, it's the world's tiniest digital voice activated recorder. It comes with this cable here. It arrived on Friday. It has a USB-C adapter for a USB, and you can program it with your phone. So there's a text file on the recorder, and it allows you to set the time and date and whether to activate it in voice-activated mode. According to the website, it activates in voice-activated mode at 45 decibels when it hears something and has a 30-hour lifespan battery life. If it ever stops hearing something, it will stop recording and then resplice it together so it saves battery. But you can go into the code and change it to continuous recording mode, which of course would use battery. So there's obviously a mic on here, 8 gigabytes of storage, and micro USB slot, and a switch to turn it on and off. And the company that sent it to me free of charge. So I just need to do some more tests with it, and please expect a full review of this next week. And the world's smallest, tiniest voice recorder. And it's $45. So if you have any use for this, drop it into the comment too, sharing the tab. Here it is. It's from AT&T Digital. It was $45 less. It's 53. Okay. 8 gigabytes of storage. Has curved edges here, as you can see. Easy to hide. Obviously comes with something that says, "Hey guys, be careful. Don't like spy on people with it." Comes in 2 storage models. 30-hour battery life, thinnest and slimmest, and it has a smart activated sensor built in. And I'm just going to play some clips from it from yesterday, not today, because I haven't tested out those clips yet, and there may be personal information leaked on here. It worked on my Android phone. I was able to get files on there, set up the timestamps and everything. That's what the USB-C adapter is also for. I connected it to my computer. This is the USB-C adapter. Hello? Oh, there we go. I thought I accidentally unplugged the camera. This is the USB-C adapter that I used here. Okay, there you go. And I'm going to check into the files application. Oh, I guess music. All right, so I have it hooked up to a media player. And I'm going to share the screen. There you go. Here's the media player. It's a video library. Okay, I'm going to add a folder. Okay, it's indexing my library. And so as you can see here, we have, this is from today, the 19th. I was able to set up a timestamp. And here's a recording from yesterday. This to be safe. We know. Here's a 4-second recording. Here we go. See, you can hear stuff in the background. That's me coming closer to the mic. That's just me doing some tests. And here's some talking from today. And that's just playing and talking and everything. So that's basically simulates the audio recording capabilities of that device. Lydia Group is in trouble. There's an apology video. There's plenty of videos out there. I recommend watching the one from The Quartering. It's interesting. They have a Rumble channel. We could talk about that. One of the ladies, she was like whining about having to post lots of work up, but then also bad things allegedly happened to her. So you can check out that both sides of the story. I'm gonna link it in the Quartering channel, and he's just gonna explain what happened to the thing. Let's see, the Quartering. What's it called? LTT. There it is. All right, and let's see. I've been live. Let's go live for another 10 minutes. So Linus Tech Tips has shut the channel down for a week. They're gonna pause production and everything like that. And there's a video link to that. You can check it out here. And Shifty Eyes Shady. Let's see if we can do some eBay deal hunting here. Just a girl, are you looking into getting a phone? I can help you get one on stream right now. Shifty Eye Shady, have you made the decision on Pixel 7 or S23 or S7A or anything like that? Okay, here we go. Let's see if they're selling any OMG cables on here or Flipper Zero. I saw Flipper Zero on offer up. Oh, let's see. Let's type in Hack 5. I have not yet. I've been researching both. Gotta go have a campfire with my mom. Great stream, TechBoy. Thank you. Thank you. And Shifty Eye Shady says I've been researching both. Oh, okay. Which features are most important to you? Oh, they don't have an OMG cable on eBay. Let's see. Let's see if they have a Flipper Zero. They have a case for $34. And then they have a dollar. All right, what about Flipper Zero but spelled out? Going away next week, so I figure I'll look into it when I'm back. Memory and camera. Oh, okay. Well, okay, the S23 would have a better camera than the S20 than the Pixel 7, but it's a different price point. Because there's a telephoto on there. Let's see if there's a Flipper Zero. No Flipper Zero. Oh man. Okay, I know there's one on offer up. And then I guess they have the same amount of memory there. So the Pixel 7 is about $500, and the $599-ish, and the oops, there you go. Oh, what's going on up there? There we go. Okay. And the S23 is more expensive, but the S23 will probably be found on eBay for cheaper. Do you buy phones on eBay? And what network do you use? Let's see. That's a scam. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Samsung Galaxy S23, $575, $8.95. Open box. That's a good price. That's like $150 off the original price. And the Pixel 7. How much storage do you need? 128 gigabytes, 256 gigabytes? T-Mobile, never bought a phone on eBay before. Oh, okay. Maestro Mo, the other person who works for the site, bought a phone on eBay. Here it is, phone here, brand new, $429. No telephoto camera, but overall the cameras are pretty good. And it's unlocked, so it will work on any network. And all you have to do is just switch your SIM from the iPhone to your Pixel or Samsung, as long as it unlocks or said it's from T-Mobile. Of course, you can look into what's it called? Your XR64. What about 128 gigabytes? Of course, you can always look into a phone that carrier deals. And here it is. So the Pixel 7 is cheaper. You'll probably find it for cheaper, but there might be a S23 Plus or S23 on carrier deals, or you might be able to find something cheaper on eBay. And according to Digital Trends, here's the according to this, the specs right here, the Pixel 7's heavier. It has a bigger screen though, but the screen is better on the Samsung. It's faster and has a higher screen resolution. You get the same models of storage, 128, 256, 128, 256, and you'll get Android 13, 4 years updates back. You'll get a faster chip here, but it doesn't really matter for whatever you're doing on your phone. You get a better camera system on the Samsung. You get a better Bluetooth, USB-C. There's a fingerprint scanner instead of Face ID. You'll get a bigger battery on the Pixel, but that's because the screen's bigger. It works on, oh my goodness, all these ads. The screen's bigger. There are different colors for each. Okay, let's keep going. The S23 has a faster, smoother screen and display. The S23 has faster charging. It stays cool. It doesn't get hot, according to here. It has better battery, so that's nice. And also charges faster. According to this, the cameras, which are important to you, Samsung S23 is better. The Pixel's probably going to win on software and features. Oh, I know Samsung wins. It has better software and features and price and availability. So I'd say go with the S23 unless price is a deciding factor for you, Shifty or Shady. Or if you can just get it like for free on a carrier deal, because the Pixel 7 is no slouch at all. But this S23 is better for like gaming. Do you game on your phone at all? And I'm ready to cool things. And you're welcome. You might be able to I'm pretty sure they're begging you to get a new phone, T-Mobile, because they like want you to upgrade and stuff. Let's see, a couple little apps here, nothing crazy. Oh yeah. Then the Pixel 7 might be good enough for you. But if you want the better camera, then the S23 would be the way to go because it has a telephoto zoom camera, which means it can zoom in without any like blur or cropping into it or anything like that. And you said you have an XR, so do you want a bigger screen or a smaller screen? Let's see. We've been live for 2 hours, 25 minutes. We'll go off in 5 more minutes. And don't forget, hey, Shifty Eye Shady, I mean, if you want to support the channel, you could buy this phone. That'd be funny. It's a budget phone. Don't actually buy it than what I already have. Okay, nothing smaller than what you already have. Okay, let's see. The iPhone XR screen size is 6.1 inches. So the S23 would be the same size as your phone that you have now, and the Pixel would be bigger than what you have now. Of course, you can always go into the carrier stores and go hands-on if you want it. And I'm just going to drop some links to my phones that I'm selling here. This is a budget phone, so it's not going to have that good of a camera for you, Shifty or Shady, but the price is vastly reduced. So that's the TCL 40 XL and my Galaxy Book 10.6, which is a tablet that came out in 2017 running Windows 10, if you want to check it out. So those are my links here. And of course, you can support the channel by going to buymeacoffee.com/TheTechBoy.org. That will help us produce more content and just buy more things overall, like a Flipper Zero, OMG cable, more phones, more voice recorders, more things for you guys to enjoy and for us to test on the website. We got more spy tech coming in, Spy tech is fun. And let's see if there are any questions posed to me on X. Let's see. Anyone here? No. Anyone questions posed to me on NTB? Let you know. Okay, so I'm going to end the stream off in like 2 minutes. Shifty Eye Shady, any last words that you'd like to say? Well, I guess not. So we're going to be live for a minute and 30 seconds left. Let's see, did the Texans win? Oh, man, they got beat 28-3. That's embarrassing. Oh, okay. Backups. Let's Let's see anything here. Great stream. Thanks for the help and phone. And OMG cable looks great. All right, good. I will ask to buy one with the money I have. Well, I don't know. If I keep making money, I might be able to afford a phone. Yeah, I might be able to afford an S23. So we'll see. We'll see. If you guys want me to buy an OMG cable, the rest of you guys who are watching, there's this link. And you can also support the channel with the TCL 40XL and Samsung phones. Because if we buy cheaper phones off of eBay and then resell them, then our profits go up. And we have more money to spend in the general populace to buy electronics for you guys, for us to test on eBay. And, well, for us to test and sell on eBay. God bless. Talk to you later. God bless America and pray for Gen A.